And you're all very welcome along here. It is round 11 action. And you're all very welcome along here. It is round 11 action here. We're at Seymour Show, the beautiful new refurbished Seymour Show, where we have got the home side, the Sutherland Sharks, currently sitting 12th on the ladder. And they are coming against their near neighbours. It's St. George City, sitting in 13th. So we've got ourselves a relegation 6-pointer already at this early point in the season. All good? Yeah. Where are you going to put the effects mic? You leave it there? It's a tricky one here. Do you want to put it on the other side of you, just so it doesn't pick up the double? If I'm here, and then if it's on that side, it's at least a tiny bit away. What do you reckon? And you were all very welcome along. It is round 11 action here at the NPL New South Wales men's competition. We are at the newly refurbished Seymour Show Stadium. All good? Yeah, I'll do this many times as you need to. Yeah, all good. Sorry, I'm my fifth game doing this. Yeah, that's fine. You let me know whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
really appreciate it. My goodness, I could actually bust out crying myself. Ladies and gentlemen, just get ready for St. George versus Sutherland Sharks, please. Give them a big round of applause when they come out. Let's get excited. Today's football. Come on, let's go. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the away side of George City Football Association. Please welcome coach.
Oh, this might hit you. Sorry, this is going to get hit by this. Yeah, one or two seats is perfect. Yeah, that way, water all around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are all very welcome along. It is round 11, and it's the Football New South Wales NPL men's competition, of course. And you will notice some changes as you look out onto the field. We are coming to you live from the resplendent, newly refurbished Seymour Shaw Stadium. As you can see, the field has been relayed. It's been cleaned up, I think, as well. There is a almost full house here today as well. This is the biggest crowd I have ever seen at Seymour Shaw Stadium. And we've had a special ceremony beforehand. Paul Smith, who was known as Mr. Sharks. He's been the president. He's been involved in the club for 60 plus years, I've been told. Received a special award beforehand from the local member for Parliament, the member for Cook, who's doing his electioneering, of course, before the forthcoming federal election. And so a real fantastic atmosphere, as I said, a huge crowd in, local member here, club legend receiving a special award, and it is the 12th place. Sutherland Sharks up against the 13th place, St. George City. I spoke to both managers during the course of the week, and they are both seeing this as a relegation six-pointer. I know it's early in the season, but when you're sitting 12th and 13th, both managers agreed, it's a bit of a relegation six-pointer. Now, we will take you to the teams first, and the away side first. Jack Kenny in goal for St George City. Matthew Warby, Brodie Clarkson, Dakota Askew, and Tarek Erkan. He is back, the captain, back from a bit of a long layoff. He will be in there in red for St George City. Noah Ovens, Paolo Mitri, Goncalo Aguilas, Nathan Roberts, Famoto Kamada, and of course Mark McNulty. It is a very strong lineup for St George City. On the other side of the field, for the Sharks, we've got Daniel Nizic in goal, Iko Aramoto, Mo Ahmed, Jacob Garner, Jacob Drosoglovic, Matty Maric, Jerry Skatadis, Kataro Katsuda, Thomas Stobierski, Mason Fernandez, and up front, Richard Shiweki. We are almost ready for the off. Our referee today is Declan Woods, and assisting him, he's got Lachlan Hines on one side, Charlotte Flynn on the other, and Harriet G is our fourth official, and we are off. So the Sharks in possession first, as I said. The stadium, the field, everything looking absolutely resplendent as they play the ball out from the back. The Sharks, it's Mo Ahmed getting a few early touches on this lovely pitch. They've trained once or twice on the field. I spoke to Steve Zorich beforehand. Haven't trained very many times, but they've trained a couple of times, getting used to this field. And Drosoglovic getting a touch. Back to Ahmed, who spreads it across. That's far side again. No real urgency to get anything going here. And it's going to be a long ball here. Raking ball over the top. And in the first minute or so, we got a chance. Well, a chance for one of the newer players here is Thomas Tobierski to get in behind there. But Jack Kenny was alive to the danger and got there really quickly. Thomas Tobierski in the 87 jersey. Hasn't played many games so far this season, Tobierski. And he was making a fantastic early run down there on this near left-hand side. Lovely ball over the top from Mo Ahmed. Look to find him. He's trying to get in behind Matthew Wabi there. Nearly got in behind, but Jack Kenny alive to the danger. Sharks building for the back again. It was looked like a slow build, and then a ball over the top. Now another ball over the top into space there, looking to get in behind. It's Richard Shiweki who's picked up the ball really well. Touched it back inside. Well, it's a red throw in there. Both Sharks players thought it was going to be their ball, but not to be, says Charlotte Flynn out there on the far left-hand side. And she has waved her flag in the direction of the Sharks' goal. St George City, of course, playing in their red and white, as you would expect. And Sutherland Sharks, of course, playing in the traditional colours of this part of town. The light blue. Now, throw in there again. Looking to get on the ball. Dakota Askew there. Just loses the ball a fraction. And a little knock in the back there, but possession kept really well by the Sharks. They're playing it across back into the middle. And it's Drosoglovic who wanted the ball, but Nizic has picked it up. Now Nizic, he's going to play it long. Searching ball just inside the St George half. Contested up well, won really well in the air there. Matty Maric it was who won the ball really well in the air. And now McNulty picked up the ball really well. Found a short ball. Played into space there, but not held up there. Kamada looking to get on the end of it. He's been very much their goal threat these last few weeks. Famoto Kamada. He's got 3 goals in the last 5 games. An interesting little run of goals for St George City. They've scored 1 goal in each of their last 5 games, but only 1 goal. No more than 1 goal, but they've scored at least 1 in each of their last 5 games. On the other side, Sutherland, no goals to show for their last 2 games, unfortunately. A blank both times against Wollongong and Blacktown City, which is a little bit of a concern for Steve Zorich, and so he's made a few changes here. Up front, he's still got Shiweki up front, still got Mason Fernandez up front, but on this near left-hand side, he's got Thomas Tobierski, who's looking to get his name on the score sheet. Now, patient build-up again here from the Sharks. No real urgency, no real high press either from St George City. They're happy to sit back just near the centre circle. Let the Sharks keep the ball there just on the edge of their box, which they're doing. And now playing it out. Aramoto playing it down into space. Looking to get in behind there, but it's covered well. And back for Kenny, comfortably back there for Kenny. And he's got time. Well, he doesn't have lots of time. Just momentarily delayed there. Did Jack Kenny looked like he had a lot of time on the ball, but he was pressured really, really well by Shiweki. Couldn't quite get on the end of it though, Shiweki, and danger is averted. And a little tussle for possession here just directly in front of us. And it's Matthew Wabi who's the victor there. And he's got an opportunity to throw it forward. He's got McNulty looking for the ball. McNulty, the furthest forward player in a red jersey. It looks like he's going to find him, and he does. McNulty chests it down really nicely. him, can't quite get to it. A bit of pinball in the middle of midfield. Light tackle there, not called. Mitri gets on the ball really well. And he finds Nathan Roberts. Roberts plays it out wide for Kamada, looking to get on the outside. Kamada, he's got Roberts inside him. He finds Roberts. Roberts back for Kamada. Kamada looking to get inside, but he's evaded one challenge. Can't quite evade the second challenge. He was looking to find Mitri there, but couldn't quite find him. Picked up really well by Skatadis. Skatadis has got it again. Pressured. Well, pressured a little bit too much there. Mark McNulty. A little bit of overexertion. And free kick. Taken quickly. It's Nizic looking to play it long. Taking an awkward bounce. Doesn't, just well defended there. Got back really well there. Did no Ovens. Kept his composure. And he finds Dakota Askew outside him. Now some little triangles here from St. George. Askew chooses to play it back. Plays it back to his captain, Erkan. And from there out to the far side. And it's Kamada in a little bit of space. Kamada, he's got support outside. Chooses to go inside. And he finds McNulty. McNulty looking to find Roberts. Can Roberts keep it in? Does really well to keep it in. He's got Aramoto for company there. Drops it back short. Kamada. Kamada gets the cross in. But it's taken comfortably by Daniel Nizic. You will not miss Daniel Nizic out there today. He's a very tall man, Nizic. But in his fluorescent pink jersey, fluorescent pink shorts and white socks, he is difficult to miss. And now played across the back. Trosoklovic. Finds Stobierski plays it short. Fernandez can't quite get on the end of it. Little tussle for possession there, and Lachlan Hines, who was our assistant referee on this near side, says that is going to be a throw in to Stobierski, which he takes quickly. He finds Fernandez. Fernandez plays it inside to Skatadis. Now they spread across to the far side. Arimoto on the ball. He's got support back inside with Ahmed. Ahmed looking to play the ball over the top. Plays it over the top really nicely. Shueki, can he get in the end of it? Shueki gets a little touch shot, comes in. Great shot there, caught really well, but Jack Kenny positioned beautifully at his near post. Terrific shot there. The ball just sat up really nicely for Kotaro Katsuta, and he caught it beautifully with the right foot, but Jack Kenny positioned really well to take that. Had a great game last week, Kenny. A little bit unlucky to concede so late. Sydney Olympic getting that really, really late equaliser, which was disappointing for the team in red. Now here's Askew coming forward. Oh, beautifully left there. Just stepped over the ball, did Mark McNulty. Looking to let it sail through for Nathan Roberts. But now a little tussle for the ball. There's some jersey pulling, but 6-1 half dozen the other, says the referee, and it's play on. And flicked over the top now. McNulty, can he get in the advert? McNulty checks it back inside. Roberts gets a touch. Roberts, can he get a shot? Can't quite get there. Jacob Garner was in there first with a telescopic leg, just clearing the ball away. And we're going to have our first corner of the game. And it looks like it's Paolo Mitri who's going to take it. He's coming across to this near side. Having a look to see how St. George are set up. It's a warm day here in Sydney today in the Sutherland Shire. Sun is still shining. It's 4:10 in the afternoon. Still very warm. Now corner taken short. Ball is going to come back to the corner taker, Mitri, and he floats it into the back post. Flicked away well though, but chance on the edge of the box. Just miscontrolled slightly. Now chance for a break here for the Sharks. Big chance for a break here. Coming charging down the field now, it's Mason Fernandez. He's got a lot of space and a beautiful ball inside. Oh, but there's a great chase back there. And taken out by Kamada. Did really well there, Kamada. And nice and short. Straight back down the other end of the field. It's Wabi. Can he get to that ball and keep it in? Just fractionally away. Didn't quite get there. And Lachlan Hines perfectly positioned to adjudicate. And he has raised the flag for a throw-in to the Sutherland Sharks. As we said, beautiful facility here. Great crowd, absolutely full grandstand. Never seen it so full. And beautiful day for football. Now, flicked header there. Is it going to drift out of play? Well, yes, it just drifted out of play there. Wabi got a touch on it. But the ball had just drifted out of play. And so Wabi will take the throw-in. Throws it forward. Beautifully left again for McNulty. Not the first time he's left the ball there for Roberts. Roberts has picked it up really well. He's right down in the corner there, Roberts. Checks it inside. Well, looked like a cross is going to come in, but it's in low now for Mitri. Can Mitri shape for a shot? Mitri touches it back inside. Lovely touch. Chance for a left-footed shot. Saved really well there. Left-footed shot came in beautifully from Mark McNulty. Great feet there to make the little bit of space that he needed to get that shot away. But Nizic, well placed. And he bowls it out now to Skatadis. Skatadis for Aramoto. And now back for Nizic. A couple of shots on goal already. Both teams have had 1 or 2 shots on goal already. It's a good start. It's not even 10 minutes on the clock. And both teams looking like they want to play to win here. As I said, speaking to both coaches during the week, both of them no interest in playing for safety or playing for a draw or any of that kind of stuff. They're both looking to play to win. And now here comes Ahmed from the back. Plays it outside of Aramoto, making a run, looking to get the ball. But, isn't found. Play back inside now for Skutadis. Looks like it's going to come across here for Sobierski. No. It's played down the middle. Little touch, but touch not good enough, and it's Dakota Askew has picked it up, and he's got Agrilos. Agrilos checks back inside, looks for the support. Askew just gets a touch on it first. And outside side for Wabi, and Wabi has lost the ball. And now the Sharks can break again. Driving forward. Not much support here, though, and 2-3 red jerseys converge there on Richard Shueki. But, no real support there for Shueki. He was going down into a little bit of a blind alley. Had Dakota Askew coming across there, shutting him down really quickly. Brody Clarkson there also. And they did just enough to win the ball back. And just over 10 minutes gone now. We'll have a goal kick from Jack Kenny. Looks like he's going to play it short, and indeed he does. And it comes back now for Tariq Erkan, their captain. Erkan, well, my goodness me, Erkan, he nearly lost the ball there. Well, Erkan looked like he'd lost the ball there for a moment. A very late whistle from Declan Woods, our match referee. Still holding his ankle there a little bit. Erkan, he's just back from a lengthy layoff. Manny Spanadakis was telling me he was delighted to have him back in the side, straight back in, straight into the captain's armband, but almost caught in possession there. 50-50 call there from the referee. You've seen those given, but you've seen those not given, and so the ball is back again with Erkan. Looking to play it out for the back. Lovely feet there. Playing the ball forward, striding forwards. Now Agrilos is in a ton of space, and he's got support outside him. And he finds Roberts outside him. Roberts looking to get the left foot across. He gets the cross in, left flicked in. Oh, and it's in there. It is in there. It looked for a moment so the ball had got it. The side netting, and it is Mark McNulty who's flicked it in. The crowd went silent just for a moment. The ball looked as though it had gone into the side netting, but it has been flicked in beautifully there by Mark McNulty. The cross came in from Nathan Roberts. Delayed reaction on the celebration, and a delayed reaction also from Daniel Nizic, and really from out of nothing. Ball played down the left-hand side, picked up by Nathan Roberts. He looked like he was going to check back in on his right with his left foot. And Mark McNulty got across there, flicked it in. Looked for all the world as though it hit the side netting. There was not much of a reaction from McNulty, and then he realised that's gone in. And after 12 minutes of this first half has gone, it is the away side, St George City, who have taken the lead. And they lead 1-0. As we said earlier, they've scored at least one goal in each of their 5 matches, their last 5 matches. And the Sutherland Sharks will be very much hoping that that is their one goal for the day, and that no further goals are to be scored. An unusual incident there. Now played short, but it's picked up really well. So Ahmed's got the ball, and he plays it out now for Aramoto, looking to strike back quickly. Will be the Sutherland Sharks. Still a bit of a sucker punch there, that goal. No real pressure. Nothing really, no waves of attack or anything of that nature. Just a little one-off break down that far left-hand side from our vantage point. And as I said, the silence of the crowd really made it feel like the ball had not gone in. But now Shueki playing the ball over the top. It's a beautiful ball over the top. Oh, great intervening header, but the ball has been touched. Back inside, it's Matty Morich. Morich setting up for a shot. Checks back inside. Morich, little flick in. Dinked header away. Can the goalkeeper get there? He can't quite get there. Gets a touch on it, Kenny, but it's away. And it's going to be a corner on this left-hand side. It was a terrific run in there from Kotaro Katsuta. Looked like he'd gotten in behind. But, fantastic intervention there at the back. Just get the ball away at the last moment. The danger is not yet averted though, so we are going to have a corner down on this near left-hand side. Now one hand up in the air, the corner, driven in low, flicked, touch, shot, blocked away. It was Aramoto who got the touch in the end there, the shot, but ball's been kept in play. Looked like it was going to float out, ball's kept in play, flicked in and headed away really well there. It was Erkan who got on the ball there really well, solid header away. And it's Garner who gets on the ball. Can't quite find a teammate though, Garner. That's picked up by Kamada. He's going to get the ball again, is Kamada. It's played in short. McNulty has got it. McNulty plays it short. Can't find a red jersey. And it comes back rather for Stobierski. who finds Garner. Back for Ahmed again, looking to break. Now, late run coming here again. This is a real feature of their attack here. Katsuda coming over the top. Can he get a little push in the back there, perhaps? By Wabi, not given. Katsuda tries to keep it in. Can't quite keep it in. Well, just did enough there, Matt Wabi. Just got a little touch in the back. Not quite enough for the free kick to be awarded by our match referee, Declan Woods. And now a throw again from Wabi down this left-hand side as we approach 15 minutes gone in this first half. Crowd still a little bit stunned by that goal. They were in great voice, but the goal has sort of taken the wind out of their sails just a little bit. Now Roberts looking to get on the end of it. Can't quite get there, nor can Brody Clarkson. And so it's come all the way back for Trosoglovic, and he plays it out for Aramoto. Aramoto back for Garner. Garner for Trosoglovic. Trosoglovic again. Stobierski looking to make that early run. He's not found. And they've spread it out to the far right-hand side. Aramoto steps back inside. Finds Trosoglovic again. Plays it in short. Kamada, little dink. Beautiful little dink. Now Aramoto around the outside. Can't quite get it on the end of it there. And now a chance to break. Big chance to break. And it's Kamada driving forward. He's got Agrilos inside. He's going to go himself. Looks to go outside the last defender. But a little touch there from Garner. Just did enough to drive him out. And so Kamada checking back inside. Got Brody Clarkson inside him. Finds Clarkson. Clarkson. Back for Mitri. But, they decided to go all the way back. All the way back they go to Ovens. And now back for Erkan. Right to the middle of midfield. Erkan plays it short. 1-2. Gets it back. He's got Brody Clarkson on this near side. Doesn't find him. Instead they find Mitri, who turns with the ball. Mitri looks up. Sees Wolby on this near side. Chooses not to spray the ball wide. Short pass in there. Well, advantage could have been played there by the referee, but late challenge there. It's Kamada who was caught late. It was an overlapping run there in that far left-hand side that could have been picked up, but enough in that foul. But Declan Woods thought, I'm going to bring that back. And Kamada just shaking off the knock there. It looks to be okay. And we're going to have a free kick out on that far left-hand side. Erkan strolling across, looking like he might want to take it, or perhaps just a little chat. Just a little chat. And now he ambles back into the box. And we've got every single Sharks player behind the ball. 9 of them just on the edge of the box there, holding that offside line. Wabi's calling for the ball around the outside. Now here comes the free kick. Floated in towards the just over the penalty spot, and in fact floated across over absolutely everybody and out harmlessly and wide, and we will have a goal kick. Very promising opportunity there. Everybody forward. But, the free kick just sails over everybody and out for a goal kick, which Daniel Lisic will take. And it is a long one. Looking to find Shiweki. But composed defending there. Very composed defending there from Dakota. Askew just flicks the ball back to Jack Kenny. He's waving his players forward as Kenny. He's got Askew beside him. Finds Askew again. Mason Fernandez putting the pressure on. Mason Fernandez nearly gets a touch on it. Agrilos, high foot there perhaps. No, waved away. Agrilos gets another touch, but only as far as Stobierski. Stobierski looking to find a blue jersey, with a beautiful little piece of play there from Paolo Mitri. Beautiful little drag back there. And then he finds Brody Clarkson, who spreads the ball wide, and a fantastic bit of control from Kamada. There's a beautiful little passage play here from St George City. Kamada looking to get around the outside. Kamada, can he get there with the left foot? Drives it in low, picked up really nicely and held up by McNulty. McNulty still holding it up, left foot shot. Up and over the bar from Brody Clarkson, but a lovely passage of play there from St George City, started by Paolo Mitri with a beautiful little drag back and pirouette. Some fantastic touches. The ball spread out to that far left hand side. Kamada, beautiful bit of control, played the ball into space. McNulty was there. Looked like he might have been able to get a little cross in, low cross in, but he checked back inside, dropped it back for Brody Clarkson. And all that good play really demanded a better shot than that, but Brody Clarkson just got under it a little bit and over the bar it went. Score still stays as the home side, Sutherland Sharks 0, the away side, St George City 1. Now Lisic again. Long clearance down into the half. Well, it's won really well in the air by Brody Clarkson. Just wanted that more Brody Clarkson. 4 or 5 players all around him, but decided that he was going to get that and made it his. And Stobierski looking to take it short. Does. Little deflection back off a blue jersey there, perhaps. Yes, indeed there was. And so it is going to be a St. George throw. Manny Spanadakis up off his feet, encouraging his team. And the referee is going to come across and have a little word. A little blood being injury here. And the game will be held up just briefly. And that gives Manny Spanadakis a chance to have a little chat to his men. And it is Brodie Clarkson, in fact, who's come off, perhaps landing awkwardly after that terrific header. Just got a little sort of shaving nick almost on his wrist there. But they'll play on with 10 men. Can the Sharks capitalise on a little bit of a defender missing in action here? If they break quickly, they will. But see, has anyone dropped back here? Let's just see for St. George City. Yeah, they've quite wisely dropped back. Dakota Askew has dropped into the middle of the defence there to cover for Brodie Clarkson, who was off the field. And Sharks not really looking to get the benefit of this 10v11 at the moment, playing the ball around the back. Dakota Askew is going to be ready any minute now to come back on. And it's Drasoglovich who looks to find Garner, and he does. And now here comes a low ball all the way across. And it's picked up by Stubierski. They're still down to 10 men. Well, that's a great challenge coming across there. Perhaps with 2 feet, though. But no, great challenge there from Dakota Askew. And the ball has gone out for a corner. Still off on the sideline here is Brodie Clarkson. So now there's going to be a corner. The 11 men of the Sharks are going to have a corner against the 10. Well, no, here he is now, charging back out into the middle of the field. It was his elbow, in fact, that sustained the cut, the blood just going down towards his wrist. And he's back there now in the middle of the defence. Is Brodie Clarkson. And now here comes the corner. Floated in towards the penalty spot. And just about over everybody's head. Aramoto looking to the end of it. Can't quite get there. And it's going to be Garner who picks it up out in that far side of the field. Just almost on halfway. With the sun just directly in his eyes there, that afternoon sun still lingering there. Oh, it does like the throw in fact, Garner. All the way back to Nizic. And Nizic now plays it short for Ahmed. Ahmed for Aramoto. Back for Garner. And across for Drasoglovich. A little bit of a press there this time from Mark McNulty. Not enough to win. Well, he does win the ball there really well, McNulty, but gets a little touch in there, as does Askew. But the ball is going to drift out, it appears, and indeed it does. We're going to have a throw in on this near side, which Drasoglovich takes quickly. And he finds Ahmed. Coming very short for the ball here is Katsuta. Look to change things around a little bit. Ball played forward for Aramoto. Just a little bit too much on that. Looks like it's going to drift out harmlessly wide. From a Sutherland Sharks point of view, indeed it does. And picked up by Jack Kenny. So the pattern of play kind of emerging somewhat here. The Sharks looking to hold the ball in defence at the back, and then looking to play sort of long raking passes left and right and centre. In contrast, it's little triangles mostly from St. George City. And just as I say that, of course, the ball is hoofed forward. A little suggestion of a push in the back there from Ahmed. But Declan Woods was right on top of it and says no foul. And it is back with Nizic again. And he bowls it out for Ahmed. And they'll go again. 5 at the back here for St. George City. They're alive to this danger. Just one man up front. Mostly it's Mason Fernandez up front for the Sutherland Sharks. And he's found it going a little bit tough. But now Stubierski, what can he do? Stops and checks back inside. Ball dinked forward again, but headed well by Askew. He's won it. Finds Clarkson. Clarkson plays the ball in for McNulty. McNulty finds Agrilos. Agrilos cutting inside. Still Agrilos onto that favourite left foot. Plays the ball outside. Finds Kamada. Kamada shoots with the left foot. Blocked well by Aramoto. They've retained possession well, though, St. George City. And it's Askew playing it back for Erkan. Erkan out for Evans. And Evans gets the ball back again. He's got Clarkson short. Clarkson finds Askew. Askew, beautiful ball inside from Agrilos, but just finds a blue jersey. It was a lovely little deft touch, but not deft enough to find a red jersey. And the Sharks now will come again with this patient build-up. Drasoglovich. Sobierski. Played out now to that far side. Garner. Garner's got Aramoto overlapping. Plays it inside. Little touch there, but Matty Boric can't quite get on the end of it. And they've broken up another attack there. It's a 4-5-1 formation here for the Sharks, and they are finding it a little bit difficult to retain possession. But, let's see what they can do now with this attack. They've won the ball back again. Seeing if they can break through. So George City sitting right back, letting them just maintain possession out there if they would like. Sitting back, just really. McNulty pushing forward, and here's some of those long balls again. And it's Wabi, cut out relatively comfortably, Wabi. And Agrilos gets in front. No foul there, Agrilos. And he's got space on that far left-hand side. It's a beautiful ball through. It's Mark McNulty. McNulty. Well, it was Roberts, I beg your pardon, in the end. It was Nathan Roberts in the end who got the ball, with McNulty calling for the ball in the middle. He got there relatively comfortably, but couldn't quite find the cross for McNulty. He was screaming for the ball in the middle. But, all of that made beautifully. And Carlo Agrilos just did a little shoulder nudge on the Sutherland defender there, just to make a little bit of space for himself. Raking right foot a pass out to that left-hand side. Just picked up really well by Nathan Roberts. And it's Roberts again, looking to come short for that corner. But he's ignored. Now the corner, floated in to the near post. Floated to the near post, it's missed absolutely everybody there. Well, Brodie Clarkson had a glorious chance to get on the end of the ball there. Missed absolutely everybody and hooked away to safety there. It was a real anywhere will do clearance from the Sutherland side. Very, very lucky there, you would have to say, not to be on the receiving end of a second goal. And it's going to be another throw in here on this near side. Matthew Wabi. He's had a lot of the ball, both at his feet and in his hands. And he's got Agrilos coming short from him. No real other options here. It's going to be a long throw option here to try and find McNulty. But the much shorter man, McNulty, is looking for the ball to his feet or to his chest. And he's just remonstrating there a little bit, saying he'd much rather the ball to his feet or to his chest. He's not really going to win the ball in the air there. And he's being marked by a much taller man. And now let's see if Walby will heed that request. And indeed he does. The ball goes right to his feet. And can't quite control it there after demanding the ball to his feet. And he holds his head in his hands just a little bit, does the number 9, Mark McNulty. Demanded the ball to his feet. Usually very strong with the touch there, but the ball just evaded him. And out for a throw-in, and he was a little bit disappointed with himself there. His hands went up to his eyes. But gets a chance to redeem himself straight away. Put a little bit of pressure on this Sutherland Sharks defence. Now, very high press here. Now he's going to get to the end of it. Beautiful little touch there by Trosoglovic just to evade danger. Very composed touch from Trosoglovic. And he plays it long for Aramoto. Aramoto gets a touch on it. Aramoto, can he get a second touch? He can't quite, because there's a great bit of defending there from Noah Ovens. And they've got the ball in play really nicely there. Kamada didn't quite get to the ball first, Kamada, but Ovens was there. And they now play it forward. And it's Roberts, but again, can't quite find a red jersey. Hold the ball, hold the ball. There's the cry from Manny Spanadakis there to almost it was front 2, 9 and 7. Now Brodie Clarkson, can he win it there? He won it briefly, but it's won back really, really well by the Sharks. And that is a great challenge. But the ball is held on to really well by Katsuta. Katsuta won a very heavy challenge there, and he's found a blue teammate. And Thomas Stobierski. Another heavy challenge. 2 or 3 really heavy challenges now in the last 30 seconds or so. And it's Katsuta who sprays it across for Garner, who finds Ahmed. He's got Teramoto outside him. He's got Stobierski looking for the ball on this near side. Garner patiently waits. Finds Trosoglovic again. Really being driven back here. This high press, well, a medium press, I should say. 4 players just the other side of the centre circle, pressing on with McNulty all the way up. And the Sharks being driven back there. Not really loads of options for them. No choice but to go back to Daniel Nizic. And he may well have to go long here. Nizic, not many options for him. Drops it short, gets it back. And all the time this midfield press moves forward and forward and forward from St. George City. Now Nizic plays the ball, but it's intercepted really well by Tariq Erkan. And again from Erkan. And is it going to fall for Agrilos? Doesn't quite fall for him. And away. Now it does fall for Agrilos this time. Well, he nearly played McNulty in there. Agrilos, it was Mitri in fact who'd gotten the ball first. Agrilos then with a chance to put Mark McNulty, I should say, directly in on goal. But a last moment intervention at the back there from Sutherland. Approaching the 30-minute mark, hasn't really developed this game in any discernible pattern. Little pull of the jersey there. And if he's let it go, ball played through now. Ball plays through really well. And it's Katsuta. Katsuta bearing down a goal. Katsuta bearing down a goal. And he just flips it wide. And he just flips it wide. Well, that was the best chance. That was the best chance for the home side in this half. Katsuta bearing down on goal. He had two defenders for company. He could hear the footsteps behind him. He had a lot of the goal to aim at there if he was able to flick the ball out to the right-hand side, but the goalkeeper, Jacques Kenny, did really well, spread himself well. Katsuta tried to get him on the near post and just managed to find the side netting. And so as we hit the 30-minute mark, we stay at the home side, the Sutherland Sharks 0. The away side, St. George City 1. Well, we had a frantic opening to the game. Chances for both teams. 2 or 3 chances for both teams in the opening minutes. And then a rather unusual goal that looked like it had gone into the side netting, but the goal was awarded as a bit of muted celebration from the St. George City team, and no real reaction from the Sutherland Sharks, but a goal it was. And that is the difference between the two teams at the moment. So I was just about to say before that great chance, no real discernible pattern of play. No team really being able to get their foot on the ball, maintain possession well. Some good passages, I would say, from St. George City, but nothing particularly specific. Now, Aguilas holding the ball up, turning, looking inside. Blocked well, blocked really well. Is it kept in? Well, we look down now. The ball had gone out. It's a little delayed reaction there from Declan Woods, our match referee. But the ball had just drifted out of play before the blue jersey of Mason Fernandez got a little flick on it. Now we're looking for a ball here. And here it comes now. And yet again, Matt Walby really has a lot of throw-ins so far, Matthew Walby. And here he comes. Low. Controlled well by McNulty. McNulty. Back for Walby. Walby. Long ball forward. Roberts is on the chase. And the ball had just got in the air there. In the sun, rather, I should say. It was Jacob Garner, who seemed to just lose the flight there momentarily, but got a somewhat awkward head on it. And the ball has gone out for another throw-in. And it is Matthew Wabi who is going to take it. When I was a very young footballer, my dad would pay me 1 pence for every touch I got. If Matthew Wabi was being paid 1 pence for every throw-in he got, his dad would be out about $2 so far. Now, was he won it again, Walby? That's a flag there, and the flag is for a free kick. It is Lachlan Hines who has flagged for the free kick there. And as I mentioned earlier, terrific crowd in here today. It's the fullest I've ever seen this grandstand. And they have not really been given a lot to shout about, unfortunately. A great chance for Kotaro Katsuta. An early shot, also from Katsuta, but apart from that, not really much to make noise about. And so the crowd has sort of been lulled into a bit of a silence here, which is unfortunate for the home side. They really want to get the crowd on their side. But they have not really been able to do that. And so McNulty looks to find Aguilas. Aguilas catches a little awkward shoulder there. Ahmed looking to get the ball to a blue jersey. And a little tussle for the ball. Now flick forward again by Ahmed. Fernandez looking to get the end of it. It's back for Kenny. Pressure from Shiweki. Can't quite get there, but Matty Marsh looking to get on the end of this now. But he can't, and it's a fantastic turn from Kamada. Kamada plays the ball forward, but again, only as far as the blue jersey. One back again. As I've said a few times here, that no pattern of play really developing. One team gets the ball, loses it. The other team gets the ball, maintains possession for a minute or two, and then loses it again. Maybe just lacking a little bit of confidence, these two teams. As I said, sitting in 12th and 13th on the ladder. It was a terrific start to the season for this Southern Shark side. They've dropped off just a little bit, and have no wins in their last 3, 2 losses and a draw. And it just looks like a little bit of that early season confidence has been sapped away, and they probably just need to get themselves a goal. It's been 2 full games and now almost another half since they've scored a goal, and just need to get that confidence back. Get a little deflected shot, a little cross in and a header, anything to just get them a goal, get a little bit of confidence back, because they're playing just without that little bit of confidence just at the moment. Now it's Garner. Let's see if he can turn that around. Brings the ball forward. Drops it in for Stubierski. Back for Garner. And he's got it again. Played it in short. Now Fernandez. Little turn. Lovely little turn. He's held back there. Yes, he's held back there by Agrilos. Knew he was beating Agrilos. That's a smart little bit of defensive midfield play there. He knew that Mason Fernandez was away from him, so just a little tug of the jersey to hold him back. Not enough to have the referee reach for his card, but just enough to give away a free kick and stop a promising attack. So some good experience, you'd have to say, there from Goncalo Agrilos. And now here's that man again. Fernandez. Looking to find a blue jersey. Just finds Brody Clarkson. Now, chance for shot. Left-footed shot comes in. Just over the bar. Mason Fernandez really trying to grab the game by the scruff of the neck here these last few minutes. That's an excellent left-footed shot there, but didn't quite trouble the keeper. Jack Kenny, and he just rolls it out there to his captain, Tariq Erkan, who plays it short. Back to Kenny. Kenny takes a second touch, and he plays it long. Over the top now, a little bit of control there. Beautiful control there from Matt Wolby. Both players tugging each other's jerseys there. Well, both players seem to be tugging the jerseys there, but Matthew Wolby was, for a moment, looked like he was more sinned against than sinning, but our match referee, Declan Woods, did not agree with my assessment there, and he awarded the free kick. Down in that bottom left-hand corner from a Sutherland Sharks attacking point of view. And it's Nizic, who's come a long way from his goal here to take this. Now Garner had just dropped back inside there to cover the space in case there's a drama with this, but Nizic waved him away. He said, no, I've got this covered. And he plays it long. And it's one there in the air, though, by St. George yet again. Garner's got it. He's in a little bit of trouble here, Garner. And he just managed to get out of that trouble. He was in trouble there just momentarily, Garner. But Ramoto came across and supported him. And now Moritz looking to get him the end of it. Can't quite get it. Kamada with the turn. Lovely turn. Plays it forward. Finds Roberts. Roberts back inside for Clarkson. Oh, lovely turn from Clarkson there and played the ball into space. He wanted Mitri to run into the space there, but not quite in the same wavelength there, Mitri. He would have been in a ton of space if he'd been able to get on the end of that. But now it's back with Katsuta. Katsuta to Aramoto. Across now for Ahmed. And Ahmed back for Garner. Push forward, says Garner. He's going to have to go himself here, really. There's no pass options. Might just find a nice pass in there for Matty Marich. Marich steps back inside and finds Aramoto. For Garner. For Ahmed. This is the longest little stream of possession that the Sharks have had. Building possession, holding the ball nicely, but they've been forced back into their own half again. And it's back for Trosoglovic. Trosoglovic for Garner. 3 up pressing now for St. George City. Katsuta. They're driven all the way back. They've been driven all the way back. He's lost the ball. Well, is there a foul there? Well, Garner miscontrolled the ball there for a moment. Got it back. Little shoulder into the face of Mark McNulty there. But I think the referee adjudicated that it was an accidental collision. Had the referee chosen to adjudicate in a different way, I think he would have had no choice really but to reach into his back pocket and brandish a red card, but he has said no foul there and then stopped play for the head injury. So we're going to restart play with the drop ball. A couple of players pausing to get a drop of water. Dakota Askew among them. And now Nizic has quickly taken the drop ball. He's played the ball forward for Morich. St. George City not quite back. Quite a few of them still taking that drop of water. And they were not back in position. So clever goalkeeping there from Nizic, trying to catch a few of the red jerseys out, just over on this near sideline. But didn't quite come off. Now, Stubierski. Short for Shueki. Shueki down the line. Shueki. Couldn't quite beat Wabi. Couldn't quite beat him a second time. And then played forward into space. Wabi. Ball stays in play here. It does indeed. And it's McNulty. Presses on forward, McNulty. But Garner is found by Nizic. And they're going to play it out from the back. Ahmed. Short, Aramoto. Morich. Katsuta. Now intercepted really well by Ovens, but ball has been broken away. Breaking forward nicely here. Ball played out. Can he get on the end of it? Well, there was a lot of space there for Stobierski, but Just a bit too much pepper on the pass. And Jerry Skotadis there. Couldn't quite find him there. Nice little bit of possession here. They've lifted now in this last 5 or 10 minutes or so, the Sharks. We've had a shot from Mason Fernandez. We've had a nice little bit of possession play there. We've had an endeavour at a cheeky quick kick in from Daniel Nizic, but all to no avail. They're surely not time wasting already, are they? Let's get this going. This is our match referee. Now Agrilas flicks it inside. Only as far as Katsuda. And Katsuda finds Aramoto, but instead of going forward, Aramoto chooses to drop back. And a few little chants from the crowd here. Go forward, go forward. A few people saying in front. We had a chance to go forward there, Aramoto. Chose to stop and check back inside. And then from that check back inside pass, they played it forward. And they just found Dakota Askew, who heads the ball back to Jack Kenny. A little bit of frustration from the Sutherland Sharks supporters down just to my left-hand side here. There was a chance to bring the ball forward or play the ball forward, but Iko Aramoto stopped and checked back inside. I glanced down to Steve Zorich as that happened, and it didn't seem like he was best pleased with them not going forward there, so it seems like it's not his instruction to constantly go backwards. He was encouraging his players to go forward too, but now, ball played into the channel. It's Roberts. Roberts picks it up, plays it in low. Plays it in really low there. Roberts, just as he did for the goal for McNulty, but couldn't find his striking teammate. Now, ball is played out to the left-hand side. Kamada drops it in low for Roberts. Roberts holds it up, finds Clarkson. Clarkson back out to the far side for Kamada. Kamada plays it into the box. Held up nicely. Beautiful feet there. Beautiful feet there. Has the ball come back again? Well, there was some beautiful feet there inside the box. The Sharks can't quite clear the ball away, and it's picked up yet again. Dakota Askew picked it up, and he finds Wabi. Wabi checks it inside for Agrilas. Agrilas back for Clarkson. Clarkson. Mitri plays it in, all the way in. Chance for shot. Driven into the top corner there. Beautifully driven in by Mark McNulty. Glance down to make sure no flag has gone up. That was a clinical finish there from Mark McNulty. Right into the top corner. The ball sat up beautifully for him, and he made absolutely no mistake there. 42nd minute of this game, and you'd have to say, deservedly, they've had the better of the play. St. George City, the initial goal was perhaps somewhat fortuitous, but there was nothing fortuitous about that second goal. Little touch from Paolo Mitri. The ball sits up for Mark McNulty, the number 9, the striker. And as all good number 9s do, composed himself, kept his head down, and drove the ball into the top left-hand corner as we're looking at it. Left Daniel Nizic with absolutely no chance whatsoever. And as we approach half-time, it is the home side, Sutherland Sharks 0. The away side, St. George City 2. And for the first time, well, certainly in the last 5 games, as we said, they had that little streak going of scoring in every game, but just the one. They have managed to score 2. The Sharks, unfortunately, keeping up their latest trend of not scoring. This will be the 5th half of football without a goal, if they are not able to score in the next 2 to 3 minutes as we approach half-time. Now, Skotadis on the ball. Finds Drasoglovic. Strobierski gets inside. Plays the ball into space now. Now a little bit of space inside there, but Brodie Clarkson, can he cut it down? He does indeed. Brodie Clarkson does a really good job. Clarkson looks up, plays it for McNulty. McNulty be full of confidence, of course, after that goal. Checks inside, doesn't have loads of support, but he finds Clarkson really well. Clarkson back for his captain, Tariq Erkan. Down here for Dakota Askew, who gets it back. Askew for Walby. Walby's got Agrilos inside, he's got McNulty there. Touch short, McNulty, well, he gets the 1-2 back from a blue jersey. And it's Walby. Loses the ball there, Walby. And it's picked up well by Mason Fernandez, who finds Garner. Can they trouble the scorers before half-time? The Sutherland Sharks. Mo Ahmed bringing the ball forward, as he has done so many times. Finds Aramoto outside him. Drops it inside for Katsuda. It was an early run there by Shueki. Katsuda chooses to maintain possession and finds Drasoglovic. Down here for Strobierski. Back inside for Katsuda. St. George City will be delighted with them holding the ball just out here. No danger whatsoever. Askew picks it up really well. Askew looks to play the ball forward. And it's blocked down there. He's worked tirelessly, Mason Fernandez. In defence and attack. Lovely block there to stop the ball going forward. To try and peg back St. George City, that is. And our fourth official, Harriet G. 1 minute of at a time, says Harriet G. 1 minute of at a time. Now another throw in, as we mentioned so many times. Matt Warby. Not sure there's been any throw ins on the far side of the field, but about 5,000 down on this side. Forced back yet again. Skatadis finds Ahmed, and again Ahmed forced backwards. This midfield press from St. George City has been really, really effective in pushing the Sutherland Sharks back, and yet again forces them back. All the way back to Nizic. He's going to have to do something about this at half-time, you would think, is Steve Zaric. A very effective midfield press from St. George City. Now, flicked on, little touch there. Lovely little touch there from Kamada. And he comes forward, Kamada. Can he get it back? He's still running Kamada, if Clarkson can find him. But Mitri caught in possession. But now Askew is there. Now Askew finds McNulty. McNulty for Agrilos. Agrilos pauses really well. Well, he paused too long, in fact, there, Agrilos. He had loads of options. Too many options, perhaps. But now it's come out to the far left-hand side. Cross floated in and floated just a little bit too far. And into the arms of Daniel Nizic, who tries one of these early kicks again. Can Shueki get in the end of it? Just a little bit too far. And the ball goes all the way back for Jack Kenny. At his feet. Now he picks the ball up, just draining a few more seconds off the clock. And a little glance at the watch there from Declan Woods. You'd imagine this might be the half-time whistle. And indeed it is. Declan Woods brings the first half to a close. And St. George City, the away side, probably good value for their 2-0 lead. A somewhat fortuitous initial goal, followed up by an absolute thunderbolt of a second goal from Mark McNulty. And so we pause now for half-time at the beautifully refurbished Seymour Shaw. It is the home side, the Sutherland Sharks FC 0, and the away team, St. George City 2.
Go to the Grace, come on.
Clayton.
Back by Hedrick. Hey, Braxton's going to score for the pink shirts. Come on, it is 2-1. Don't get too excited over there, Franks. We'll get excited for you. So it is still 2-1 to the Grays, and of course the Pinks are coming attacking. Beautiful. What you see on display is the Sutherland Sharks JDL under-9s development team. Of course, the Sharks' future hopefully looks good. Yeah, it's not that it's not a handball, but it's not a handball. It's a Here we go. Brett, you're over? It happens. It happens. It really happens. He would have picked the next thing. That was a shot in anger from Braxton. Here we go. There's still 2-1 from Braxton.
I think everybody's done.
Here's the hit. Hey! Great goal. Henry, the scorer, is currently the Grays at 3, the Pinks 1. And here we go. Here we go. Oh! Final moments. Here we go, the Pinks are coming now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Okay, here's the final moments of this game, folks. Can they score? Can they score? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please. Oh, come on, make some noise. Many winners. Sutherland. Thank you so much. We're going to get down the pitch and get back to the big boys. Everyone again, coming on supporting today's football match. Of course, families, moms, dads, all our sports city pictures. Thank you. Here we got the second half of action coming out of the NPL New South Wales men. It's round 11, Clash Sharks versus St George City FC. And you just arrived, the score is St George City 2.
Mel, this might hit you actually. Do you want to move over?
Here we go, we have a substitution. Daniel Wong, number 58, is coming on. And number 12, Eco. Thank you, Eco. Appreciate your time on the pitch. Here we go. Second half.
And you're very welcome back to the second half here at Seymour Show. It is David Feeney on the microphone, and I've got Clayton Raymond with me here on camera. Big shout out to Mel Sports Lover, who's also here, one of the other NPL commentators, dropped in to say hello. Lovely to see you, Mel, and good luck with your game this weekend. We've had a substitution to start the second half. It is number 58, Daniel Wong, who has made his way onto the field. And he has replaced Aramoto. So interesting substitution there. Aramoto was playing as a fullback, and Daniel Wong is very much a striker. So that is perhaps going to signify a change of tack from Steve Zaric. He had to do something, Steve Zaric, to get his team going again. And he is sent on Daniel Wong. Now, it's a free kick here, has been awarded. Just outside the box. This would not be the start of the second half that Steve Zaric would have wanted with that substitution. But, free kick has been awarded, not even a minute gone in this second half. And it is Nathan Roberts who is standing over the ball here. Daniel Nizic organising his wall. And our substitute, Daniel Wong, is in that wall. Now, Roberts floats it in just away. Well, it's off the crossbar, in fact. Just off the intersection of crossbar and post there. Beautiful, clipped, dinked free kick there from Nathan Roberts. And with just a minute or so gone in this second half, we almost had a third goal for St George City. Beautiful free kick there. Now, ball played forward. And there is Wong. And we've got a front two now. Looks like a change has been made. It was a 4-5-1, 5-4-1 type formation that Steve Zorich had in that first half, but he has dispensed with that. He's got Daniel Wong up front, partnering, of course, Richard Shueki. And they've moved to a four-man midfield here, and four at the back, it looks like. Much more attacking-minded formation. And now, referee's going to have to pause play just for a minute. It's Agra loss. He's just copped a stray knee, it seems, just at the lower back. That's a painful one to get just in the side, the lower back sort of kidney area there. But he is back up on his feet and ready to go. And Declan Woods drops the ball, and it is played back by Jerry Skatadis. Jacob Garner's on the field again, and we can see now the way they've set up. You have Daniel Wong definitely up top, supporting Richard Shueki. We've got Mason Fernandez here on this near side. We've got Katsuta, who's dropped into midfield. Manny Maric also in midfield. And now here is Wong on the ball. Finds Maric inside. Turn back inside for Skatadis. Right for Katsuta. Already significantly more attacking posture here from the Sharks. They've got the ball in possession inside the St George City half, which barely happened at all in the first half. And now they've got possession. Fernandez. Drop short, Drosoglovic. Looking to float in across here, thinks better of it. Stops inside. Skatadis. Back for Katsuta. Katsuta finds Ahmed. Now they've got the ball in possession inside the St George City half. A total change to the way the first half was, with them just retaining possession inside their own half, just between the halfway line and their own box. Absolute total change. Complete change of formation here from Steve Zorich, which is certainly from a possession point of view, a territory point of view, is having immediate effects. And the ball is dropped over the top of Erkan. Touch there for Wong. Off the bar and away. Well, the referee has awarded a free kick there. Rather luckily, you would have to say, for Tariq Erkan. He missed control there. Daniel Wong swooped on the ball, perhaps just caught the Achilles of Tariq Erkan, but after Erkan had already lost possession, left foot shot driven in by Daniel Wong, but it hit at the other end of the field, the intersection of post and crossbar. And not even 4 minutes gone in the second half, and we've had the post and the crossbar intersection hit by both teams. But the score remains as it is. Sutherland Sharks 0, St George City 2. A big delay there from Kenny as he waves people forward. And a huge kick all the way up for McNulty. McNulty flicks it on for Roberts. Straight through. Well done for a moment. And then he lost control of the ball. Well done, I was saying, by Dylan Nizic. But then he lost control of the ball, and it was Mark McNulty who was on a hat-trick with the chance there to drive it in, unleash the shot. But Kenny got a touch, and over the bar it went. And it's been all action this first 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes of this first half. All action at both ends. We've had a great free kick from Roberts. We've had a terrific chance for McNulty. We've had Daniel Wong down the other end looking to drive the ball in. And we now have a corner, still not 5 minutes gone in this second half. Now corner, driven in low, flicked across, well, not quite caught. Driven in low again, flicked away by Garner, ball not quite cleared. And it's Wabi who retrieves the ball out on that far side. The throw-in specialist, Matthew Wabi, looking to turn. He's got Daniel Wong there for company. Wong, well, he wins it back really well, Wabi. Looks to flick it back inside, but can only find a blue jersey. And turning a full pirouette there is Stubierski. And he finds Maric. Maric breaks away. He can't quite find a blue jersey, but only finds Nathan Roberts, who's won it back really quickly. Nathan Roberts flicks it, can't get it over the top of Garner. Garner, a second chance. And so there are obviously consequences for the change in formation that the Sutherland Sharks have shown. And the consequences for that change is that St George City have had a couple of excellent chances already in this half, but they've got to go for it. The Sharks 2-0 down. They are not going to get back into this game, you think, until they get Certainly all the best comebacks have an early goal. We've seen some amazing comebacks in some European football on the TV this week, and all the best comebacks. You have to start with one and then grow it from there, and that's what they desperately need. No goals in their last 2 games, and no goals in the first half of this game either. That has really been their challenge. And is Daniel Wong the man to do it? Is Richard Shiweki the man to do it? Mason Fernandez, they've all looked dangerous at different points of this half. As has Katsuda, who did have the best chance. But still nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Now Trzagovic. Fernandez back. Beautiful. Low ball in. Little touch. A little bit too fancy there from Shiweki. A little bit too fancy. And Agrilas. Little change of pace, change of feet. Agrilas still overruns the ball just a fraction. Agrilas. And not for the first time today. Agrilas just a little niggly foul just to stop the Sharks breaking away. Well, he's done well to not receive a yellow card. You can't get a yellow card for persistent fouling. But that's the second or third time now that he stopped a promising attack. But again, with a clever bit of experience. Just enough to give away the free kick, but nothing too dramatic to draw a card. And now Garner again. But again, as we see, they're reverting back to what they did in the first half just a little bit. Holding the ball, but coming into the first half. Coming into this red half of the field, I should say. Now, Trzagovic plays it in low. But Fernandez can't quite hold it up, Fernandez. And the ball is played long. Won well by Garner for Maric. Turn finds Stobierski. Now, Wong looking to go around the outside. Got a good little turn of pace there, Wong, but can't quite evade Warby. Excuse me. And Maric again. But again, they've got possession now inside the St. George City half, which they had very little of in that first half. And again, they've got the ball inside the half. St. George City sitting right back, dropping right back. Katsuda. Little pirouette turn. Finds Garner. Garner. Lovely low ball in. Fernandez. Oh, strong challenge there. Strong challenge there by Ovens. This is going to be the first card of the day. It is indeed. It is indeed a first card of the day. And it is shown to Noah Ovens. Number 17, Noah Ovens. Very strong challenge there. Almost ice hockey style check in the back there on Mason Fernandez, who was just looking to pick up possession on the edge of the box. So we're going to have a free kick. Looks like it's Jerry Skatadis who's going to take this free kick. He is waving people back on side. We've got 7 or 8 red shirts defending just on the edge of the box there. Now Skatadis. There's a lot of goal to aim at there if he fancies a little cheeky shot, but no, drives it in. Wong with the header. Can't quite get it. Goes all the way out on the far side. Picked up well there. Still picked up. They're pushing the back there. No, says our referee. Possession still maintained. Cross driven in low and flicked away. Well, for a moment there, Thomas Stobierski went to ground. Looked like there was a chance of a penalty. But waved away. Now, great break here. Great break here for St. George. Agrilas plays it in low. Chance for a finish. Great save. Roberts with the overlapping run. The underlapping run, I should say, there. But Daniel Nizic came out beautifully. Stretched out a long leg. Almost a futsal style save there from Daniel Nizic to block the ball away really well. And as we mentioned just a few minutes ago, they have to push on. They have to push on the Sharks and try and get a goal to get back into this game. But in pushing forward, you know they're going to leave a gap or two at the back. And it was a 3-on-3 there. St. George City nearly capitalised on. Danger still not averted. We've still got a corner here for St. George City. Roberts dropped short, but driven in low to the near post. It's flicked away well there by Skatadis. Out the ball goes. We will have a throw in. And our throw-in specialist, well, he swapped sides in this half, of course, but our throw-in specialist, Matthew Walby, back with the ball in his hands. And he plays it short for Clarkson. Back to Walby. Walby, misdirected pass there. Picked up really well. Oh, there's a very late challenge there. Very late challenge there. And, well, he's escaped a yellow card there. Tariq Erkan must count himself very lucky there. Promising attack stopped and a late challenge. But no card shown by Declan Woods. He's very forgiving there, has Declan Woods. And Erkan jogged away. One of those jog-aways that you see from central defenders when they feel like there's probably a booking coming. They're looking to flee the scene of the crime as quickly as they can. But he has committed the crime and served no time. Now, a lovely little turn there. Lovely little turn there from Garner. And he finds a blue jersey. But, they're held up again. Back with Garner. Driven back by St George City. Maric comes deep to get the ball. Lovely little turn, little pirouette, little back heel. And he finds Garner again, and Garner spreads it out to the far left-hand side of the field for Ahmed. Ahmed's got Katsuda dropping inside, and he finds him, Katsuda. Maric is here on the near side, calling for the ball. And he gets it, Maric. Drasoglovic in front of him. Fernandez looking to make a run. Plays it inside for Katsuda. Katsuda reverses the play. Back inside now for Maric. Maric back inside. Skitadis plays it in low. Couldn't quite get a blue jersey on the end of it. Lovely little bit of play there, though. They're playing so much better in this second half, you would have to say. They really look to be lacking confidence, especially towards the end of that first half, but they're playing with much more confidence now in this half. That change of formation, changing back to a 4-4-2. They have looked much more dynamic, much more confident. Ball is zipping around a lot more. Manny Spanadakis down below us, just speaking to the fourth official. Looks like there might be a substitution coming. He has spoken to Harriet Chi, our fourth official. Now, ball goes forward. One well in the air by Garner. Now it comes for Fernandez. Lovely little touch inside from Katsuda. Can Shiweki get on the end of it? He cannot. Dakota Askew is on the ball really well there, Dakota Askew. And he finds his captain, Erkan, but Erkan gives it away. And now Mason Fernandez driving forward again. Plays it in short. Katsuda. Back again. Skitadis. Back to the far side. Strubierski. And he's got support outside him, and it's Wong. Wong looking to get around the outside. Wong beats one. Can he come back inside? Wong still in possession. Finds a lovely short ball for Skitadis. Skitadis can't quite retain the possession now. Lovely back heel. Roberts breaking away with support outside him. Kamada checks back inside. Is he caught? He is. Skitadis was wiggling the finger to say no foul there, referee, almost as soon as the player ran past him. But again, well, up you get, says Declan Woods there, not allowing for the physio to come on. I think he knew foul sufficient there, and some good refereeing. Now we're going to have a double substitution down here below us. It looks like it is Lewis Corey and Jesse Foti. Look like they're both going to make their way onto the field. Now, free kick is taken short. It's Mitri. Well, Mitri just passes the ball behind his teammate Kamada. And are we going to have those substitutions now? We are indeed. And it is Lewis Corey in the 33 jersey and Jesse Foti in the 19 jersey. Now it's Agrelas who will make his way off. And also making way after a fantastic shift is Nathan Roberts in the number 7 jersey. He has had a terrific game. And it is Lewis Curry. So 33 and 19 on. Agrelas in the 18 and Roberts in the 7 making their way off for St George City. Now straight into the action is Curry. Gets the ball, holds it up really nicely. And he finds Kamada. Kamada being driven back. Kamada all the way back, and Erkan is to get on the end of that, and he does really well. And he finds Wabi now switches it across for Foti, one of our other substitutes. Foti jinking down the line. He's kept the ball in play really well here. Foti, he's got Curry in the middle to aim at. Foti, and then the ball just gets caught under his feet. Great little run down the side there from the newly arrived substitute. Only been on the field maybe 30 seconds, but the ball just evaded in there at the last moment, and out it went. Now Sutherland looking to escape from the back there. Wong, still Wong. Well, looked like he'd evaded 3 different defenders. Did really well, Daniel Wong, but didn't quite take the kick from the right position there. And Declan Woods calls him back. Now Sharks looking to build again from the back. Ahmed looking to get the ball back, and he does. Down here for Garner. Garner plays the ball over the top. Fernandez looking to get the end of it. Keeper calls, and then for some reason falls backwards. That's a bit of an unusual incident there. Not sure if there was any contact with Mason Fernandez. But back he goes, our ground announcer, looking to draw attention to that. But little moment of levity here. Now Curry on the ball. Just over the bar, caught it beautifully with his left foot there, did Lewis Curry, but couldn't quite keep the ball down, and over it went. But a very, very open game now. Real contrast to the first half, which was a little bit of a stalemate with the 4-5-1 formation that the Sharks had, and St George City really just sitting back and trying to catch them on the break. Made for not very open, not quite adventurous game, but totally different in this half. Sharks have sent on Daniel Wong. They've changed the formation, gone to a 4-4-2. Much more attacking posture from them, which has left some gaps at the back, which has made for a much more open and, dare I say it, exciting second half. Now, ball is lost again. McNulty, still on a hat-trick. McNulty got those 2 goals in the first half. He won't be looking to have his name called, but looks like he's maybe down on energy just a little bit there. Ran out of steam just momentarily as Katsuda came and took the ball from him. And here's Katsuda again. Now Katsuda has given it away, has he? Yes, Curry is going to be on the ball. No, he's left for Clarkson. Now McNulty. Will he drive towards goal and try and get that hat-trick? McNulty plays it in short, but intercepted really well. And now here they come to break. Can't quite break as Erkan is there first. And he's nearly there again. But Shiweki, beautiful touch. Now Shiweki driving forward. Erkan looking to go back. Stretches out a little arm there, Erkan. Can't quite get him, but just did enough to slow him down. Brody Clarkson also doing just enough to slow down the progress of Richard Shiweki. And now here they come again, the Sharks, driving forward. Ball just evades the referee there, but it stood on by Katsuda. And Curry has got the ball now. Holds it up. Just a little touch there from a Sharks player. Now stretching away really nicely. It's no ovens. Sprayed it out to that far side. Now Foti looking to get the ball into space. It's me. Still me. Is there a foul there? No foul given. He had Foti outside him there. Did Matt Wabi. Didn't find him. Matty Maric now on the ball. Drops it in. And it's back across now for Trosoglovic. He's got Fernandez outside. Checks inside really nicely. Trosoglovic comes through. Can't quite get the ball past that sea of red at the back. Now Curry again with his left foot again. Just looks to dink the ball past Mason Fernandez. I'm going to pause here for a moment because Noah Ovens has unfortunately caught one in the family jewels and he has stayed down. So looks like the players will pause for a moment. Everyone knows family jewel injuries are not immediate responses, so players all coming across to the side here to grab a drop of water. Looks like we're going to have another substitution here. It's Will Kunis down below us in the number 16 jersey, who was completing the final stages of his warm-up. Getting his final instructions from Manny Spanidakis' son, in fact, who's the assistant manager here. So Manny is out there on the sideline encouraging his players, and it's Will Kunis who is about to head on. And yes, by the looks of things, it is Mark McNulty who is going to be making his way to the sideline. Is he? Well, no, substitution not happening just yet. We're going to restart play with a throw. A full recovery has been made by Noah Ovens. He did look a little jaded there, Mark McNulty, in that last little passage of play, and he has wandered across to the sideline here. Who knows if it's in hope or in expectation of coming off? No player who scored 2 goals wants to go off when they're on a chance of getting a hat trick. But here's Curry now, beautiful little control. Oh, little niggle there now. You may not have seen this, but just off camera, just before that, there was a little conversation that the referee had. He brought over Jerry Skitadis, and he had a conversation with him about a little bit of niggle between Skitadis and Curry, and then as soon as the throw comes in, the throw goes straight to Curry. Skitadis gives him a little kick, and the referee says, I don't think so, and over he goes, and issues the second yellow card of the day to Jerry Skitadis. The referee, right on top of things there, saw that there was a little battle developing between those two players. Thought that a little bit of proactive refereeing will do the trick in terms of telling them to cut it out, but 1 moment later, there was a very silly little kick out, and a yellow card was, you have to say, quite right issued. Now, Wabi, down the side, Wabi crosses it in, headed over by Curry, just away and over the bar. Curry just stretching to get the ball there. Would be the tallest man on the field, Curry, but positioned himself really well for a header there, leapt, stretched. And the goal kick is taken quickly and almost intercepted by Paolo Mitri. But they've done enough to break out. Wong on the ball. He's lost it though. Erkan has stolen the ball away. And here's Curry again, looking so assured on the ball when he gets it. Erkan in. Chance for a hat-trick. No. Flag is up. The flag is up. There was a chance there for Mark McNulty for his hat-trick. He in fact was unselfishly going to drop the ball in for Lewis Curry, who was just inside him. But out on that far side of the field, Charlotte Flynn, flag went up. No arguments from the players in red. I think they realised that yes, there was an offside there. Now Sharks, in building and in trying to get themselves forward quickly, they are giving away the ball just a little bit. As we said, they've really got to try and do something to get back into this game. It's Mo Ahmed now bringing the ball forward. Katsuda dropping short for him, finds Maric instead. Out for Garner. Garner with Trosoglovic. Chooses not to find him, holds the ball, Garner. Checks back. Back for Katsuda, who's got Ahmed outside him, and he finds him. And now spread out to the far side again. Strubierski. And has it, and he comes back inside again. This high midfield press is working just a little bit better than it did in the first 5 minutes of this half. St. George got 5 players, 2 pressing up, and now it's 4 and 1 pressing. Keeping this Sutherland Shark side penned inside their own half. And they're having to just switch the ball from left to right, looking for a little gap. Ahmed driving forward, Wong comes short. Ball played down the side. Now Strubierski's got it. Looking to get down the side, but the flag goes up after all that patient build-up. The flag goes up for an offside, and now the flag has been confirmed as a substitution. And substitutions for both sides. Now, yes, it is Will Kunis who is coming on. Mark McNulty is making way. And it's Peter Grozos. It is Peter Grozos. So it's Will Kunis in a 16 jersey who's made his way on as we'd predicted. It is the number 9, Mark McNulty, and scorer of both goals. And it is Peter Grozos who is making his way on. Peter Grozos in the number 7 jersey for the Sutherland Sharks. And it is Grozos who is up front, and I didn't quite see the number there from Harriet G, but I believe it is Richard Shiweki who has made his way off. And indeed it is. And so it will be Grozos in the 7 jersey who will be up front with Daniel Wong, and you would imagine Mason Fernandez will probably push on as well. 25 minutes gone in this second half. The score is still the same as it was at half time. It is the Sutherland Sharks 0, St. George City 2. But it is St. George City who have a corner now, looking to add to that lead. And the corner now is floated in right on top of Nizic. And he takes it really well. Comfortably taken by Nizic. And again, the quick release. And just for a moment there, Jack Kenny, heart in his mouth perhaps, lets the ball roll all the way to the line, does Kenny, and then stops it with his knee, and then brings the ball to the corner of the box. and picks it up. And it's Peter Grossos there in the 7 jersey who's just come on. He came up to put a little bit of pressure on. Awkward bounce there at the back, but Matty Morich is there to clean things up, and Mo Ahmed plays it forward. Katsuda, beautiful little touchdown. Fernandez, he swaps sides. Fernandez, Daniel Wong is now down on this near side. Fernandez has gone out to that far side. Morich, little drag back, didn't quite work. And so they're breaking forward. Breaking forward now around the outside. Ball played into the middle. Chance for a shot. Saved really well. Well, it was a great chance there for Will Kunis. He's only been on the field 2 minutes. And he nearly got on the end of a terrific centering pass. Now here is Wong, as we mentioned. He's come across to this near side, has Wong. And it's Fumoto Kamada who was on top of him there, stopping him from making any further progress. Wong again. It's looked impressive since he's come on. Wong, comfortable on the ball. Confident. Running at defenders. I had a quick chat to his coach, Steve Zorich, beforehand. Very strong player. You can see extremely strong calves. Wong packs a really heavy punch when he catches the ball well. And explosive pace to go with it. But now, here's Grossos. Look, you check inside the box. Grossos plays it across, blocked away well. Grossos, beautiful little feet there. Just to get away from 2 St. George City defenders. Grossos couldn't quite make the space for a shot. And it was blocked, but they're coming again now, St. George. Coming again. Wong and Grossos looking very dangerous when they're in possession. But it is taking them quite a while to build from the back, as they're doing here again. Trosoglovic. Back for Garner. It's a high press from it's Kunis now, our substitute, who's the man tasked with leading that high press. Now played forward over the top. Wong, can he get the end of it? Wong, he's gotten inside really well. He's going to pick this up now. Wong, chance for Cross. Crosses it in deep. Chance for Kenny to get on the end of it. And he does indeed. Comfortable from Kenny, and down he goes again. Not for the first time. A little bit of the amateur dramatics from Jack Kenny in his, let's say, well, it's purple certainly, but trying to pick the shade of purple that he's wearing. But long kick forward, all the way down to the edge of the box. Terrific kick there from Kenny. That fully 75 metres on the kick there, but to no avail. And now coming forward, well, Daniel Wong was in an absolute acre of space there, but Skatadis couldn't quite find him. And now Curry finds Katsuda. Katsuda drives it across. Picked up really well by Nizic. It was Kamada, I beg your pardon, who drove in the cross there. Picked up really well by Daniel Nizic. Now Maric drops it back inside for Katsuda. Looking to spread the field now, Jacob Garner. And he's got Trosoglovic here. Trosoglovic, Wong looking to make the early run. Has to cut back inside. Trosoglovic and find Ahmed. Ahmed, a little bit of space in front of him now. Brings it forward. Short pass, Grossos. Can't quite find a teammate, and so Curry gets on the ball. Curry just beats Wong to it again, and now picks it up. That beautiful left foot. Looks very comfortable in possession when he gets it. Ovens with the turn. Finds Kamada. Kamada back for Ovens. And then a lovely block coming across there from Peter Grossos. Ball goes up into the crowd. Just checking to make sure everybody is okay. Yeah, no injuries up in the crowd there. The ball flying in there after the block for Peter Grossos. And Kamada, he really is taking an age to take this throw. But the ball eventually finds Paolo Mitri in the middle of midfield, and he switches across for Askew. Askew plays it out to the far side for Wabi. Wabi driving forward towards the edge of the box. Wabi got support outside him, and he finds the support. Coming, checking back inside. It's Mitri. Mitri, clever play, just drops it back for Askew. And back across for Erkan. They're in no hurry here. 15 minutes or so to go in this second half. No real hurry to get the ball forward. And why should they? St. George City, they can just get the ball, get it under control, find a red jersey, and keep it moving. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Curry, back for Ovens. Ovens infield beautifully for Mitri. Now, out to that far side. Again, driving in towards the box. We've got Kunis inside for support. Checking back. Cross comes in. Blocked away really well. It was Wabi there who's going to get the cross in, but that's a good outcome. Now another substitution here coming up. Sutherland Sharks. Looks like it's Nick Sullivan in the 8th jersey. He's going to be coming on. And will he come on before this corner is taken? Doesn't look like it. Is the substitution going to happen? It's Sullivan who's coming on. And can't quite see who it is that's coming off yet. Harriet G has the board in her hand, but hasn't quite held it up because the corner is going to be taken before the substitution. Now Curry comes out, gets the ball, touches it back inside, low in towards the goalkeeper, and Nizic picks it up pretty comfortably and bowls it out now for Maric. Maric, a bit of space in front of him. He's got Grossos in front of him. Goes inside. Maric loses possession, slides in, wins the ball, but falls just for Mitri. Mitri driving forward, holds it up. Garner just paused the run there, stopped him from going forward. Mitri, and then a blue jersey gets the ball. And foul is given now. The free kick is taken quickly. Well, the free kick is taken quickly. They weren't back 10 metres at all. Referee says play on. Ball is driven in, saved. Well, the free kick was taken quickly there. The red jerseys had not retreated more than about 4 or 5 metres, but the referee hadn't quite seen it. And Daniel Nizic not best pleased. He's now received a yellow card for remonstrating, but the referee I don't think had seen that the St George City players had not retreated the full distance, and so said play on. Nathan Grimaldi is also going to come on here. It's all happening. Substitutions. We've got a player down injured. So we're going to have Nathan Grimaldi coming on for St George City. We are going to have Nick Sullivan coming on for the Sutherland Sharks. It is not yet clear who is coming off. We have a player down in the middle of the field. We have the ground announcer thanking all the sponsors. And we have a scoreline of the Sutherland Sharks 0 and St George City 2. 33 minutes gone. It's the hardest number for an Irish commentator to say. 33 minutes. And the referee has just gone to check on the injured party. It was Tarek Erkan. And is it Tarek Erkan who's going to be making his way off the field? Well, I'm not sure that the correct number has been held up there, but Nick Sullivan, we know, has made his way onto the field. It is, in fact, yes, Erkan, who is making his way off in the number 6 jersey. And Nathan Grimaldi in the number 15 jersey is going to be making his way on for St George City. Limping off the field there. Picked up a bit of a knock early in the first half to Erkan. But Nathan Grimaldi has gone on there. Straight swap. Now, corner floats in. Corner floats into the back post. Me has it. Well, Wabi, I beg your pardon. It was Matt Wabi, the throw-in specialist, who got his head on the end of the corner there, but good save from Daniel Nizic. And a flurry of substitutions. We can see now that it is, in fact, Jairus Katadis, the number 21, who is making his way off the field. Just down below us. Yes, it is indeed. It is the number 21, Jairus Katadis, who has made his way off for Nick Sullivan. And Nick Sullivan is in the 8 jersey. The 8 jersey. Now, driving forward, Sutherland Sharks, they won themselves a free kick, looking to get it. It's only 2-0. We've got 10 minutes to go. It's only 2-0. If the Sharks can somehow fashion a goal from this free kick, they will be right back in this one. And will set us up for a grandstand finish on the new field here at Seymour Shaw. Can they christen the new field with a first Sutherland Sharks first grade goal? They have got around 10 minutes or so to do it. Now, on the far left-hand side, there are eight different blue jerseys in the box, 2 hovering on the edge and 1 near the edge of the halfway line. Now, free kick, driven in towards the penalty spot. Flicked away. It's flicked away. And it's kept in really well there by Kamada. What an engine he has got. Absolutely great play from Kamada. Sprinted a full 30 metres to get the ball. brought it down the sideline, won himself a throw in. Did really well, which Noah Ovens is jogging to take. A little stretch out of the shoulders to make sure he's ready. Another couple of seconds run off the clock. Got to be careful, Ovens. He's on a yellow card. It throws it long. One well in the air by Garner. And again there, well, Sullivan wins the ball, and one of our substitutes, and looks like he was checked under the arm, but Mitri now driving away. Daniel Wong chasing back. Just did enough there, Wong. Looks to find Jesse Fody outside him. Couldn't quite find Jesse Fody. Wong just doing enough there to put off the players in red. And now Maric comes forward. He's got Grossos outside him. Checks inside Maric. Checks back again. Checks a third time. Looking to get away from Curry. Can't quite do it. Well, he got away from Curry, but he couldn't get away from Will Kunis, who has given away the free kick. And they've taken it quickly, the Sharks. They've got to show a little bit of urgency now to the Sharks, of course. Katsuda for Ahmed. Trosoglovic down on this near side, looking for the ball. It goes to Garner. And now Grossos. Grossos back for Trosoglovic. Now a little bit of space here for Fernandez. Fernandez, 2 red jerseys converge on him immediately. Grossos again. Plays it short for Katsuda. Katsuda for Ahmed. Ahmed looking up, surveying the options. Plays the ball out to that far side. Can they fashion a chance? Can they fashion a corner? Breaking down the outside. Well, that's a terrific challenge back there. Absolutely terrific challenge back. Out on that far left-hand side. Looks like it was Matthew Walby who got back there to make a terrific sliding challenge. I can't quite see from the referee signal if it's gone out for a throw-in or a corner kick. Peter Grossos has gone across there, and it is a corner kick. Yes, the ball's gone out for a corner kick, and it is Grossos who's going to take it. 4, 5, 6, 7 Sharks players all converging in and around the penalty spot. Here comes the corner from Grossos. Driven up, flicked in towards goal, blocked away, and it'll be out. It'll be another corner. Well, it won't be another corner. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, every player in red looked to move back into the middle of the box to defend. Every player in blue looked to pass the ball out to the corner, but Declan Woods must have seen a little touch, a little last touch off a blue jersey, and he has awarded a goal kick, which Jack Kenny will take. Now, another great long kick from Kenny. One well in the air. It's Kunis again who's putting pressure on, looking to win that ball back for St George City. Looking to play their way out of trouble now are the Sutherland Sharks. And back for Nizic. Again for Garner. Garner pressured really quickly by Curry. But Maric gets away. Curry does well not to give away a free kick. Played forward. Just evades Grossos and evades Wong. And it sailed all the way through for Kenny. Picks it up. Bowls it out now to this near side. For Ovens. Ovens for Kamada. Kamada. Curry. Kamada continues his run. Kamada, is he in behind? He's got Garner there holding up. Kamada looking to get a touch of the ball. Kamada drives it in low and it's blocked away really well. Great attacking play and great defensive play there. Curry held the ball up nicely. Played it into space. Kamada kept running. Looked like his main mission there was to win himself a corner. Kamada. Garner doing everything he could to stop the cross. Looking to try and keep the ball in play. But could not, and so it has gone out for a corner. This will be music to the ears of St George City fans. It's an opportunity to slow it all down, take a corner. I've got only 4 players in the box in George City, really playing it cautiously here. Now the ball is floated in up to the goalkeeper. Well, it's headed out the goalkeeper's hands there, and then a push in the back. Is there? Yes, a push in the back there from Curry. Looked like he had the ball there relatively comfortably. Nizic looked like a blue jersey, in fact. Headed it out of his hands, but they're breaking away quickly now, looking to get away. Less than 5 minutes of regular time to go now for Sutherland to get back into this game. As I said earlier, Manchester United with some dramatic late goals earlier in the week. It would take a comeback of that nature for the Sharks to get back into this game. And there's going to be another substitution, and it is Maki Petrados who's going to be making his way on. And from where I'm sitting, I can see several other members of the Petrados family here to support their brother. And he is just about to make his way onto the field. the family here to support him, which is nice to see. And Maki Petratos is in the 10 jersey, and he is going to get around about 5 minutes. Now, what will Steve Zarich do here? Will he take a defender off? Will he put all his chips into the middle and desperately try for a comeback, or will it be a straight swap of a striker for, well, Maki Petratos, not quite a striker, but somebody who can definitely get on the end of the ball, create something, try and make a goal for this Sutherland Sharks team. Sullivan drops it back for Garner. There's going to be 2 substitutions. In fact, it's every card being played. It's going to be Jordan Roberts coming on as well in the number 3 jersey. Now the ball floated into the box. Sullivan, can he get the end of it? Can't quite get there. Maric has got the ball just on the edge of the box. Maric goes around the last defender, drops it in low, but can't quite get enough purchase on it, Maric. And Kamada gets the ball away, and there is a very late challenge there from Sullivan. And yes, the yellow card there. That was
Jordan Roberts is coming on, and Petratos is coming on as well. Leaving the arena.
So it looks like Matty Maric there, who's heading off.
At the 42nd minute of the second half, it is first approach and two. Stop the shot.
Now, Jordan Roberts, as I said, has made his way on in the number 3 jersey. Maki Petratos in the 10 jersey. Matthew Maric has made his way off. And couldn't quite see who the other player that came off was, but the important news is it's Roberts on and it's Petratos on. Let's see what they can do with, well, not even 5 minutes, you wouldn't imagine. Now, Mitri. Mitri finds Wabi. Wabi finds Curry. Ovens, Kamada, Curry, lovely overlapping run there, Curry. Will he head for the corner flag? Curry drives towards the box, 2 little step overs. Curry drives the ball across. Just a little bit too high. Just a little bit too high. And the Sharks pick the ball up well now. Petratos looking to get the ball there. He's dropping in for a pass. Can't quite find it though, but there he is. Petratos works back really well and get the ball. Just look at that quality there. Here he is looking for the ball again. Petratos, he's the man to watch. Now, Drasoglovic for Grozos. Checks back inside. Kamada. Kamada. Little niggle there from Kamada. Advantage played, says Declan Woods. Garner. For Sullivan. Sullivan looking to try forward. Nothing on there really for Sullivan. For Garner. Now played across to this near side. Drasoglovic. It's a real last chance saloon territory here. Katsuda. Plays it in low. Picked up really well by Ovens. Ovens finds a supporting player now out into space. And there is the challenge from Mo Ahmed. That will result in another yellow card. And you've got to think now that the chance may have passed. Any goal now might only be a consolation for the Sutherland Sharks. We will have in just a moment or two Harriet G, our 4th official, will show us on the board how many minutes of injury time we are going to have. Confirmation that it was Thomas Tobierski also who came off for Jordan Roberts. And so Kenny now, as we hit the 45-minute mark, ball is played forward. And we are at the discretion. Well, it looks like 5 minutes. Harriet G's board says 5 minutes there as the ball is played away well at the back. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, maybe there is chance for a grandstand finish. Katsuda plays the ball across the far side of the field. We've got 2, 3, 4 blue jerseys just inside the box or on the edge, looking to get on the end of the ball. But they can't. The ball is broken for a red jersey, but won back really well by Ahmed. And then Petratos comes, gets it. He's got support inside and outside. Looking to get the ball back again. Petratos can't quite get it a second time. And it's fallen for his opposite number 10, Paolo Mitri. And Mitri plays it up into space. He's got Kunis up there looking to put pressure on those last defenders. They come again. They come again, the Sharks. They can't again. They're driven back. This midfield press from St. George City has been so effective tonight. Now, Grozos. Drive forward is the chance that's coming from the crowd. Grozos plays it in low. Touch back. Petrados plays it in for Sullivan. Sullivan can't quite get on the inside. Can't quite get on the inside of Fumito Kamada, who has been, as I've mentioned, everywhere in both defence and attack. He's been absolutely terrific. It's a real feature of these Japanese players playing in the NPL. Fantastic engines, working really hard, chasing back, never giving up. Almost to a man. That is a characteristic that the Japanese contingent in this NPL seem to have. And he's shown that in spades tonight as Fumito Kamada. Now Kenny again with another fantastic kick, almost down to the edge of the box. But it's won and driven away well by Daniel Wong. Flag is up. But the flag is up for offside. Wong had not retreated back onside. And as the time ticks down, probably about 3 minutes or so to go at this point in terms of the 5 minutes of injury time. And of course, in no rush whatsoever, Grimaldi with the ball at the back. And he is going to take just about as long as he likes to take this. Floats the ball forward. One well in the air, but the ball is picked up by Clarkson. Brody Clarkson takes his time. Finds Kamada again. Kamada plays the ball down the side as some of the Sutherland supporters start to drift away, knowing that this is not going to be their night. And it's looking very much like it's going to be a third consecutive game without a goal. And the first game here at the refurbished Seymour Shaw looks like it is going to peter out to a defeat. Now, Curry drops the ball in. Chance for a shot. Driven in low. Blocked away. It was Wabi again. Wabi has a second chance. But, the tackle is made. And they're looking to break out. It's 90 metres to go, though, from a Sutherland Sharks perspective. And the ball is played short. And now the ball is played into a little bit of space out of that far side. Oh, it's a little slip. There's a little slip. Charging through now. Oh, there is a foul that will surely bring a yellow card. And indeed it does. Indeed it does. It's a yellow card for, I believe it's Matthew Wabi. He's been in all the action, Wabi. Throws, shots, free kicks. And now a yellow card to his name for quite a professional challenge there. You could see that there was a little bit of danger. A teammate had fallen over. There was a chance for a shot coming up for Sutherland Sharks, and Matthew Wabi decided to go to ground, take down the player. Now, free kick. Can the Sharks get what would surely be a consolation goal? It's Grozos flicking it in. There's the header from Wong. There's the header, and it's off the post, and it is away. Well, Daniel Wong with the header there. And he kicks the post afterwards. That was a terrific header coming in there from Daniel Wong. Looking to get that last gasp goal. It's a save, it's onto the post, and then it's away. Now, Petrados with the corner. Floats it in towards the penalty spot. Headed away well, though, by a cacophony of red jerseys, all attacking the ball. Wong has got it back. Floats it into the box again. Headed in by Garner. Chance for a shot, driven in low. What a save! What a save by Jack Kenny. The save of the match to keep a clean sheet intact. The ball had dropped down there for Kotaro Katsuta. He drove in the low shot. He can't believe it, Katsuta. He's thrown his head back. It looked like it was a goal for all money now. Another corner, floated in. Curry flicks it away. Ball driven back into the box. Driven away, though, was Jordan Roberts who drove it back in. Now there's a last-minute chance here. Getting away. Great pace. Great pace and a chance to seal the game with the third. And it's there! A fantastic third goal. Driving away in the very, very last minute. Away he went on that far side of the field, driving towards goal. A fantastic finish, held off two defenders, kept Daniel Nizic at bay, and the bench came up to celebrate as one. It looked like it was Jesse Foti from my vantage point, but we'll check on that. Will Kunis also involved there, but as they come jogging back to the halfway line, that was a terrific breakaway goal for the St. George City side to make it 3-0. Well, at one end of the field, we had a post hit from the Sutherland Sharks. The ball came back. The shot was driven in low from the next attack, and an unbelievable save from Jack Kenny. And then as the referee brings his whistle to his lips, the game finishes at 3-0 at the first official game here at Seymour Shaw Stadium. Just looking to see that last goal scorer, I think, was in fact Will Kunis chasing the ball away with 2 defenders there. He got through and scored. Summing up the game, 2 first half goals from McNulty. Had them in a great position. The Sharks changed around their formation the second half. Changed from a 5-4-1, 4-5-1 type formation. They changed it around to a 4-4-2. They looked much more dangerous in the second half. But that opened space up at the back. St George City didn't really capitalise on that space until the very last minute, when substitute Will Kunis raced away to score and leave us with the final score here at Seymour Shaw Stadium. The Sutherland Sharks 0, St George City 3. David Feeney wishing you a very good night.